Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than a minute old. Hello everyone, it just be Sydney here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing the game of the Amazing Digital Circus Mind Games. As you can see at the very top, this is a demo. This was created by PITCHBOX Studios, which I will be leaving all links both for social media and to actually download this game if you're interested in it. Download it for yourself at their itch.io or itch.io game page. Basic idea for this, as far as I can tell, is that I, the player, are transported into the Amazing Digital Circus, and we have to survive, because I'm pretty sure this takes place right after Caine kind of goes insane during episode 8. So, we'll see how this goes. I know that the artwork and the animations and the music for this, all fan-made. I don't think anything from the actual show itself is a repeat, if that makes sense. Basically everything's new. I think even like, obviously, homepage right now, it doesn't really show it, but I even think like the character designs are different from the show itself, so I'm curious to see how it actually looks out. I also will note that it is a demo. There's only a few paths you can go. This is a what is it technically called? Like an interactive novel, interactive story mode, if you will. So there's only a few paths with Caine, and then with Kinger, and then also with Pomni. That's all I've been told. Looking over everything for options, it says voice volume. I don't know what that really means. I don't know if there's voice acting in this quite yet or not, but I'm curious to see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Okay. This is terrifying. Let's go. That looks fine to me. Everything looks good. Oh, you put on a dusty headset that had been sitting nearby on an old computer. To your surprise, it still works. No menu, no sound, no game selection. You had no idea what to expect while waiting for it to load. You're surrounded by darkness, and for a few seconds you wonder if there's anything to play. Oh! Ow! A buzz of static catches you off guard until the surrounding void suddenly flashes into a blinding light. Whoa. Your vision comes to a few moments later, a disoriented groan leaving your mouth. Who is that? What is little bunny up there? What the heck? Bleary eyes try to look past the spots blinding your vision, and as it gradually comes into focus, you find yourself immediately assaulted by eye-piercing bright blues, yellows, and reds, the primary colors. You find yourself standing in what resembles the inside of a giant circus tent. You stand in awe, staring at the floating cubes, plastic tubes, and strangely stacked toy blocks when suddenly— oh, God! I'm fine, I didn't jump, it's okay. A loud sound nearly sends you tumbling as a figure materializes from thin air. Oh, God. Well, my beloved and smack my Celia? What is that? Oh, no. God. If it isn't a new human. Hi. God, look at your canines. That's terrifying. You have bumped into a short something that is now defying gravity right above you. You stare up at this massive pair of chompers with eyeballs, trying to understand just what it is you're looking at. Oh, he's so excited. Welcome to the Amazing Digital Circus. His voice booms out across the colorful backdrop, his spoken words appearing in bold, colorful letters above him. My name is Caine, and I am your ringmaster around here. I can't tell you how delighted I am to finally see a new face in my circus. I'm sure you are excited. Your hyperactive the hyperactive denture keeps us too. I don't know why that got me. His two mismatched eyes on you like glue, unblinking and unmoving. That's terrifying. All you can do is stare in stunned silence as you attempt to catch up to all that is going on around you. Oh. While you're still trying to make sense of everything in front of you, you decide to I guess try and reach up and take the headset off. Oh, he did not like that. Caine watches you as you pull out your head. You struggle for a few seconds as you quickly realize there's nothing to take off. Panicked and confused, you ask for a way to disconnect yourself from the game. Disconnect? This place is fun! I promise you there is so much we can do. Anything you want, as wacky as you can imagine. You still had to meet the others, am I right? He nudges your arm insistently, in an effect to convince you to just go with the flow of the game. You notice his fingers tapping rhythmically on his cane, his eyes not leaving you. Caine, you gotta look away, man. This is kind of terrifying. He insists that you experience the game, give it a chance. You decide to, I guess, calm down and accept to try and give it a try? I'll be honest, if I was in a situation like this, I probably would just go along with the flow, because I am not great with confrontation. Also, I'd be a little concerned as to what is happening and why, so pushing my luck too far would not be in my best interest. But that's a me thing. He looks ecstatic, clicking his heels together in the air where he was already floating. Wonderful! I promise you will have a great time here. I gotta show you around, we gotta give you a name. He stops in place, upper jaw rising as if he remembered something. An unreadable look crosses his face before his eyes spontaneously point in opposite directions. Jumping jackhammers! In all the hullabaloo, I've completely forgotten we are in the middle of a hardcore hide-and-seek game. You started to ask, but cut yourself off. He snaps his fingers. Board game! Generic board game! A strange board game with his face on it materializes out of nowhere and falls to the ground. If you don't mind waiting for a bit, I'll be back with you in a moment. I promise. Just don't go anywhere, okay? I want to be the one to show you around. Little me game for you to play in the me time. See you around in a bit. Toodaloo. Oh, she's just gone. Caine vanishes and there's a deafening silence all around you. A quick look over your shoulders and you can see how big the place is. You should listen to Caine and wait for him, but there's also so many strange looking areas that caught your attention. You have a board game at your feet and a whole strange digital world surrounding you. Finally, you decide to... Okay, so I'm going to assume, again, demo, not everything is fully fleshed out, that the two options that are completely blacked out, which also have abstraction with them, that's terrifying. Those are options that are not available to us at the moment, question mark? Maybe I had to play this through a few times and they become available. I don't know. So the two options we have that are actually available are stay and play with the board game, or walk towards an open vent on the wall. I think my best bet would actually have to do, I say best bet. Again, if I was in this situation, like actually in this situation, I would probably stay and play with the board game because I don't want to piss anyone off, and I was given instructions to stay here, so I'm just going to stay here. Oh, God. There are missing pieces inside the box, yet the game seemed to not make any sense anyway. Oh no, you put out the board display on the ground and try to pass some time. I'll make my own game, gosh darn it. After a while, you're already bored. Not even the instructions were of any help. With the box open in front of you, you take a deep breath. Everything was quiet. Oh my God, okay, he's back. How's the game going, honey pops? Never, ever, ever, ever call me that again. Beautiful to see you still hanging right where I left you. He had broken the silence with a loud pop. Oh, hang on. A loud pop. And all the board pieces had gone flying all over the floor. With a snap of his finger, the board and pieces vanished from view. Where were we? Oh yes, you need a name and a tour around. You question him about the other players inside the circus and he gives you a casual look and a wave of his hand to brush it off. They're all fine. Just resting after a great adventure. Don't worry, you will get to meet them all. Caine offers you a hand. But first a tour just for you. A great welcome is needed. Ah, and a name. Just come with me. He's blushing. Oh, he's so excited. He grabs you swiftly, lifting you up in the air beside him. I didn't get much of a choice. Cool. Oh! Oh! Hey, Caine? Just to my right, to your left, technically. What is that? What is all of that? What is happening? Caine looks back at you, a big grin on his face while you two fly above the circus tent. I'm still concerned by the thing on the side. I'm so glad that you are here. It's nice to have a friendly new face around. We're going to have so much fun together. What? Ending his new favorite. Oh no. Huh. Alright then. Did he kill everyone else? Can they technically be killed? Do we have this discussion? I don't know. Anyway, so I guess that's one ending. Let's go for another one. Alright, so I'm back where we have our first options. And I think what I did last time was I was too eager to agree, so now I'm going to do it where I'm going to just try and piss him off. So I'm going to like reach for the headset again. So struggle, there's nothing to take off. He says, just play, it's fun, play us, whatever, it's fine, blah 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 blah. I still have to be the others. Insisting, blah blah blah. Okay. He insists you experience the game, give it a chance. You decide to insist politely that you want to exit. Oh god. Oh god. The the music is gone. Oh no. I mean, it's changed. Caine's eyes darken, his body language becoming noticeably anxious, though you can't quite make it out. You're sure you hear himself now mumbling to himself. Why does everyone always... What am I doing wrong? Is it me? Am I not likable enough? Trying to compose himself, he looks at you with a fake smile as he delivers the bad news. Ah yes, the exit. Right. Well, you see, there is no exit. Not that I know of, at least. Haven't seen one around, I'm afraid. At least not with any I've come up with. He lets out a frantic, jittery laugh before shooting you with an intense stare. I'm sorry to tell you, but you won't be able to help. I won't be able to help you with that. But what about instead we show you around, learn your way around the circus, introduce you to our many exciting locations. Though he continues to on with his booming voice and showman presentation, don't know where the ship came from, you can't help but feel as if there's a lingering anxiety that seems to loom over him. You feel suspicious, you can't believe there is no exit to speak of. There's a clear desperation to his actions, a persistent nagging in his desire for you to try the circus game. I have a feeling if I obligate and accept for now, he'll just give me the board game, so I'm going to insist you find a way out. Oh god. He's so mad. He's so mad. Oh god. Caine's eyes start clenching, the colors alternating between blues and reds. He's obviously enraged. Oh, so another troublemaker, are we? Oh, my hand, a big hand grows to grab you. Well then, I think I can't let you out of my sight. Off of my sight. Yes. Oh, hello. Where am I? A popping sound, suddenly you're fitting inside his suit pocket. He opens it with one finger to look down at your tiny self now trapped in there. I'm in his pocket? Sir, this is uncalled for. I'm keeping you with me until you learn to behave. I just said no! Oh wait, he's enraged at right. Never mind. I was like, why can't you just take no? And then I'm like, oh wait, episode 8 happened. Never mind. Take that back question back immediately. Under surveillance. Oh no. Was that Ribbit? Oh, okay. Well. Alright, so I found two endings, both of them with Caine. Either I piss him off or I make him extremely happy. I haven't seen Pomni or Kinger, so let's go back to where I played where I'm left alone with the board game, but I don't play the game. Which is ironic because I'm playing the game now. Huh! Jokes, I got them. So now back to the option. I'm now going to walk towards the open vent on the wall. Actually, hang on. Okay, I've saved the game to this point. Because while I do like the intro animation, I will have seen it 4 times if I continue on with this. And I'm at a point where I think reaching this juncture will take me away from Caine, which is kind of like the main idea for this. So we're going to walk towards the open vent on the wall. Why are there eyes everywhere? God. Ugh. Ew. Oh, right in front of you on a faraway wall, you spot what looks like an open vent. It's barely visible, with a giant colorful cube blocking it from view. You walk towards it, worried that Caine might come back and find you sneaking around. The vent is indeed wide open, as you thought, big enough for a person to fit in. Had someone used it? Was it a game's secret achievement? You ponder it for a minute, then reminding yourself that you're inside a game, you crouch inside to investigate. Oh! It's the Glink Queen and her Glinks. A lot of eyeballs. Why are there so many eyeballs? You notice the wall textures flicker and polygons jut out at odd angles, forming gaps within the vents. The gaps themselves are big enough to see what lies beyond in a white expanse. You guess that no one has tested this part of the map yet. It also seems rather dirty in here, with all the cobwebs and strangely shaped objects that also have faces. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Perhaps that's why Caine didn't want you to explore. You peer through one of the holes, and you get the unnerving feeling that you're being watched. I can't imagine why I would have that feeling. Suddenly, something slithers in your peripheral as a multitude of eyes open and glare back at you from all directions. A booming voice rumbles through the vent. Oh god, I made her angry. Another colorful character in the presence of Glink Queen. Despicable. Milady, I just got here. That's kind of rude of you. The eyes glare accusatory as if the very sight of you disgusts them. You take a moment to formulate a response. You can't help but scream. You think it's best to act polite. I have a feeling if I scream, it'll piss her off. But that might get me a new ending achievement. Which is more important? Ending achievements or survival? I have a save point. Oh! You fail to make a coherent sentence and instead let out a terrifying shriek. The vent rumbles as the creature roars back, its eyes glaring with even more disdain. Insolent little thing, you dare raise your tone in front of royalty? Despicable. I didn't raise my tone, I raised my volume. There's a difference. The vent begins to shake and crunch as the creature coils itself around like a snake. You scramble through as you try to avoid being crushed to death. You dash through the narrowing vent and see a light up ahead. You pick up the pace as you feel the jagged polygons dig into your arms. Am I not dying from this? As you approach the light up ahead, you stumble and fall face first onto the ground. Luckily, your fall is cushioned by carpet. Angry roars echo from the vent behind you as it collapses in on itself. Oh, I didn't die! Interesting. Hey, the rabbit's back. Who the heck? Hello? Oh my god, there's so much abstraction. This is creepily, bizarrely not comfortable. Which is fantastic, I love it. You look around to find your bearings. It seems you're in a shabby-looking hallway past its prime. Muck and grime stains the walls as the wallpaper peels away, revealing strange blinking eyes. This is a great time for everyone. You try not to acknowledge them. I already have. I've done it repeated times. I'm not that bright. Instead, you wander the hallways, locked doors lining either side. Each one adorned with a funny-looking character. It's starting to feel more like a hotel for cartoons than a circus. A thought crosses your mind, though. Why are there so many doors with an red X on them? The question presses heavily on your mind. Suddenly, you're snapped out of your thoughts by the sound of voices. It seems to be coming further down the hallway. Okay, who are we meeting? With no other options, you head towards them. Maybe they can help you get out of this place. It's better than having the company of doors at the very least. The voices become clearer and clearer as you pick up the pace, until eventually you're around the corner and... wham! Jingle jingle. Pomni! You run directly into something small and colorful. The sound of jingle bells rings out, echoing throughout the hallways as you fall backwards onto the carpet. Slightly dazed, you slowly look up to see a small jester rubbing their head in pain. Next to the jester, a person-sized chest kneels down, concerned. Oh, Kinger's here too! Hi, buddy! Oh, this is amazing. Are you okay? How many fingers am I holding up? 3. Wait, am I? The chess piece looks down his own floating hands, his eyes slowly drifting into 2 different directions as he begins to count them in panic. He seems rather empty-headed. Oh, good news. Turns out I have 4. That's not the question you asked, but okay. The jester slowly stands up, giving herself a brief dust-off. The jester's eyes go wide as they focus on you with full attention. A tension fills their space as you both look at each other. You get the odd feeling that they're about to try and fight you. Pomni, I will let you know right now. I may be tall, but I am a wimp. I will concede to whatever fight you think is going to happen. I will not do it. The jester puts themselves between you and the chess piece, slowly backing away with them, tugging onto the chess piece's rope. Kinger, we need to get going now. Oh, perhaps you're here to see my insect collection. I probably am not. The jester shakes her head as they continue to step back, not breaking eye contact with you. You step forward, trying to explain your situation. I don't know why that's a question mark. 1 second you were putting on a headset, the next you were talking with a teeth man and everything else. Oh no. Oh god. Your head starts to ache just thinking about it all, and you grab at it as if trying to yank something off. Oh god. I can't be abstracting already. I just got here. For the third round of this game. Anyway, you start curling in on yourself. I mean, why can't you take it off? Is this even real? A small hand grasps your own. You look up to see the jester looking at you with some concern. Hey, it's okay. Take it easy. I'm sorry about that. We thought you were one of the NPCs. The reassuring tone in their voice helps calm you down. You felt you were losing yourself for a second. You're fine. I'm Pomni, by the way, and that over there is Kinger. Who? You, Kinger. We're talking about you. It's okay. Kinger frantically looks behind him. You stare in sheer bafflement, but Pomni's gaze stays on you. So, what's your name? You try to answer, but nothing comes to mind. Where a name should be is just a blank space. Wait, he didn't give you one? She trails off, brows furrowed in thought. How about we call you, Rookie? For now. Sounds good? Your mouth plays with the sound of the new name. It feels right, at least for the time you're here. Pomni brightens up. Well, it's nice to officially meet you, Rookie. She lets out a small chuckle, however her face drops down into a frown. She looks back up at you with a sorrowful expression. Sorry you had to end up here at the time like this, but we're really gotta get moving before he finds us. You're confused and asks who she's talking about. Caine. Caine? The big teeth guy? You recall your first meeting with him was unexpected. Despite the chaos regarding just about, well, everything, he seems harmless, if not incredibly eccentric. You follow a step behind Pomni and Kinger as they both begin to make haste down the hall. You ask what Pomni meant about Caine finding you. Well, he's upset and unstable. More than usual. It started with the little things, a strange glare or mean comments, but now I think he's trying to... Pomni trails off as she fizzes with her hands. She snaps back, looking at you. But we're trying to find a way to fix him. Kinger thinks there's something up with his base code. You look over at Kinger, who is currently staring at the bright ceiling light. You look down at Pomni, skeptical. She lets out an awkward laugh. He's smarter than he looks. Trust me, we wouldn't have gotten this far without him. Pomni smiles weakly as she turns to him as he continues to stare at the light. Pomni, are you seeing these white dots in this light? You feel that without your help, these two might not complete their goal, but do you really want to get roped into something like this? You just want to go home after all. Well, considering the fact that if I only get one path, we're going to stay with them and help with their plan. Against your better judgment, you somehow breathe. Nope. Hang. Sydney, take a second. It's fine. Against your better judgment, you take a deep breath and offer to help fix Caine somehow. You don't actually know what the plan is. Perhaps you should have asked for that before agreeing. Pomni looks up with surprise and relief. It seemed she was hoping you would stay and help. Well, I'm glad you wanted to help, especially since you just met us. Thanks. The three of you continue your journey down the various hallways. You notice Pomni's eyes darting around, trying to find something. She notices you looking at her. Oh, we're keeping an eye out for the doors his key fits into. They appear randomly. Hopefully one will lead us to Caine's control room. That's what Kainer's thinks anyway. By the way, I should probably side tangent. Love Pomni's design, love Kainer's design, and a little concerned that Caine has some abstraction. That is concerning. Suddenly there's a loud whack as Caine smacks head first into a large door, surprising both you and Pomni. Oh my god, Caine, are you okay? I'm not Oak, but the door is. Cool, thanks, Kinger. Oh, it's Bubble. You all stand in front of a large oak wooden door engraved with vines and a weird grinning bubble. Pomni lifts her key and tentatively slots it into the door's keyhole. She pauses and looks back at you. This place isn't exactly safe, so be ready for anything. You give her a god. You give her a nod in confirmation. She turns the key and swings open the doors. On the other side of a rather fancy trophy room with a roaring fire. Oh god, I just now noticed the masks. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well. I hate this room. I hate this room. Where was I? On the other side of a rather fancy trophy room with a roaring fire and comfortable sofas. It would be a really nice place to stay if it wasn't for the freaky mounted heads on the walls. They glare down at you. Yeah, look somewhere else, please. Though strangely, one of the mounted frames doesn't have a head and such as a small plaque with a familiar name. It's not my name, is it? Please don't tell me it's my name. Pomni grimaces as she looks up at them, her hands beginning to fidget even more than before. Well, not the room we're looking for, but it could lead us to it. Any ideas, Kinger? That's not capitalized. Kinger wanders off to one of the sofas and sits down on an especially comfy one. You know, I think this is made with crocodile leather. The good stuff. First off, I wouldn't want to have anything with crocodile skin on it, just saying. Second, was Gumigu a crocodile or alligator? Should I be concerned about that? Just saying. He begins to lean back, his body pressing into the pillows of the sofa as he lets out a content sigh. Pomni lets out a sigh as she still fidgets. Well, I suppose it's okay to take a rest for a bit. We can wait a while. Pomni sits down on her own sofa. You see her whole body loosens as it looks like she's about to pass out. I have options. You wonder how long she's been running about? They both are rather worn out the more you look at them. Perhaps you can ask some questions. I guess ask why they're so worn out? Pomni lets out a tired sign? I think it's supposed to be sigh. It's that obvious, huh? Things haven't been great around here. Caine's games have been pretty creative with how they try to kill us. Oh, but don't worry, we don't actually die. We just feel the pain of dying. That doesn't really make it much better. Yeah, that. We're only able to escape his last game because his NPCs also started acting erratically. We're lucky to even be here talking about it. Is there anything else you want to ask? You're about to ask further when suddenly, wham! Oh no, what happened? You hear the door slam behind you. Oh no! It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I say as they're both freaking out. Oh no. What? Pomni rushes towards the door, key up front, to try and open it. However, as soon as she enters the key, it emits a loud error sound. Hey guys, I think we have a problem. Okay. The fire roars as the flames bellow out from the fireplace before it quickly snuffs out. The once warm room, I am having trouble reading right now for some reason, is now filled with a sinister dread. Cool! You feel a shiver creep down your spine. Oh, I think this is one of those sleepovers. Kinger? I can't say no fast enough to anything you just said. We're not in the bathroom chanting Bloody Mary's name three times. This is not good. You feel the room around begin to rumble and shake as the walls begin to crumble and split open. You hold on to Kinger to keep him upright as Pomni's eyes dart around the room. Come on, there has to be... There! What? Romney? Who's Romney? Pomni points towards the vent on the other side of the room. She races towards it. Okay, well, I just... Ew. I hate all of this. Oh god, the vines even have eyes on them. Ew. Oh, that's disturbing. The mounted heads violently clatter together, their mouths clattering as thick vines erupt from behind. The freaky vine creatures gnash teeth hungrily, their vines twisting towards you and Kinger. What the? A thick vine suddenly bursts out from the fireplace, blocking Pomni's path. Oh god. You feel Kinger's posture change. You look up and notice his eyes seem more focused. He moves in front of you in a protective stance as he grabs something out of the obscured, curfew decorated walls. Blah. Get behind me! Alright, good sir. Did his eyes change? Did the something happened, I feel like, with Kinger's animation. I'm not quite sure. Kinger holds it up as it glints in the darkness, ready to swing it down. It's a machete that poofs into a cloud of pixels as soon as it makes contact with the vines. Well... Why does Caine even have that? There's little time to act. You have to move, but you're unsure of where to help first. You decide to save the game. Because I have a feeling. That's all I'm going to say. Help Pomni move the thick vine aside to enter the vent to entertain the heads with Kinger. Fudge. If we entertain the heads, could Pomni then move the vine? That might be the best bet. You rush over to Kinger, and you two start to wave your hands around like a weird dance trying to distract the creepy vines. That seems appropriate. I am extremely white and cannot dance, so flailing of the arms, probably the best I can do. The creepy head stare confused at you too. That's not good. That's not good. That was Caine. Suddenly you hear a strange laugh in the distance, almost like it's echoing in the back of your mind. You look around and try and locate it. Snap. Suddenly one of the vines launched on Kinger, trying to chomp him down. He dodged at the last minute. Excuse me. There must be a way to hang on. Whew. There must be a way to lit the fire again? Is it? I need a moment to think. Cool, you think, I'll panic. It's good. Kinger speed towards the snuffed out fireplace where some of the thicker vines had decided to crawl out from. You look back at Pomni for a second, about to call her. The vine wasn't blocking the way to the vent anymore, but Pomni has stopped moving. Oh god. Her body language tells you she's in trouble. She starts stumbling around, her hand shooting towards her head while slowly turning around. Oh! Pomni! You look so... good! Oh boy. Her face? Her head! Is it wearing a mask? But her neck, it's not quite right. No, this couldn't be happening. The snapping sound from before, had that been Caine? Had he replaced Pomni's head with a version of herself as one of the head mounts? Oh god. Oh, Pomni's in trouble, but Kinger needs assistance to find the way to light up the fire in the room again. You thought it was best to... Okay. I don't see a timer, so I'm assuming I can think about this for a second. I don't think it can help Pomni because I have a feeling that mask is going to be cemented in place, and no matter how hard I pull or try to help, it's not going to work. I think my best bet would be to help Kinger and to find a way to light the fireplace again, because all of this only started once the fire went out. So, by logic of deduction and reasoning and whatnot, I'm going to say I'm going to help Kinger and try and light the fireplace again. You have a gut feeling that maybe going to Pomni right now may not be the best or the safest choice. You follow Kinger and ask what his plan is. The switch. It's quite the fancy room. There should be a hidden one somewhere here to control the fireplace. Was that true, or was he having too much of an imagination? Why would there be a button to solve the problems? Though they were inside a game after all, you had almost forgotten. While running behind Kinger to get to the fireplace, you begin to hear something. At first quiet, but then building to a crescendo, you hear the clattering of teeth. Oh god. You look behind you! The head mounts are slowly but steadily moving towards you, and Kinger, their jaws gnashing like a swarm of hungry piranhas. Yeah, just because I moved did not mean they're not stopping following me. Come on, me. Think about this for a second. You have to quickly decide how to act to help the situation. You go fight the vines while Kinger finds the switch. You two keep looking for the switch as priority. I don't know how much good I'm going to be with the vines. I still say finding the switch is the priority, because once that fire's been lit again, it should be okay. You follow Kinger to the fireplace, and you two start looking for the supposed switch. Try to ignore the vines approaching. You do just as Kinger does, feeling around the bricks, hoping to find a hidden button. Vines start wrapping around your ankles, pulling at your body, the mountain heads gnashing and gnawing at the air as they loom over you, trying to snatch a bite of you. Well, could they not? Like, for 5 minutes, just, like, back off. Like, just go away. With your hands still on the fireplace chimney, you push one of the stones that seem loose and suddenly the fire erupts. Yes! The sudden blast of heat, scorching the thick vines that spread out from the chimney. You found it! You hear the vines screech as they begin to singe and they burn. And then burn. They turn to ash and the rest of the vines retreat. Yes! Victory is mine. Pomni, who is tumbling closer to you, stops moving. Her ugly face starts melting off, revealing her real face as she gasps for breath. Oh, Pomni. Girl, I'm so happy to see you. What happened? The mounted heads also begin to melt, the sound of clattering teeth slowly quieting. Clattering to the floor, there remains. Okay. Caine rushes you both away from the dim light, noticing how his sanity starts slipping away from him again. We have to keep moving, come on. You quickly move towards the vent to leave this wretched place. Oh. You three have gotten out of trouble for now, but don't miss the beat at leaving that place behind. You all traverse through a dark vent, its interior glitching unfinished. After a long while, Pomni shouts at you two trailing behind. I see a light! Let's see what we find. Either or. With a big push of her whole body, she takes the vent grid down and crawls out. Oh my god! Hello, MCS. Asher stairs. Okay. That's what I get for trying to be clever. I'll just stumble over my own words, it's fine. You three are sitting at the most bizarre space you had seen so far. A strange, unfinished area, or maybe another one of Caine's tricks. A void with so many doors everywhere. Such a beautiful lit place for my insect collection. Oh, doors in the void. Doors in the void. Doors in the void. Alright, I think I've done as much damage as I possibly can. I don't know if there was another place to leave with Pomni and Kinger, because I think the vent exit was the only option to actually leave that room. So, with that being said, I guess final thoughts. So for the demo, obviously Pomni and Kinger are together. It does make me question who is with whom in the other pathways. And more importantly, who's going to be paired with Jax, because that's going to be interesting. I have a feeling whoever's with Jax is going to be having, like, the most difficult time possible. Because depending on how he sees the situation, he may not want to fully help. So that, I'm curious. That's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. Overall, love the artwork. I love the music. Fantastic. The animation's amazing. Just the overall feel and vibe of this is amazing. I can't wait to see more. I am super curious to see what the other paths are going to hold, and what the end game is going to be overall. Like, let's put it this way. I would say this is like the smallest portion of a demo you could actually possibly make to garner interest. This is not said in a bad way. This is just more of the example of, I don't know what more is planned, but you have so many options available to you that this game is, I feel like this game's going to be huge once it's done, and I am excited for it overall. Small note, very minor note, I saw a lot of issues with, like, punctuation and with, capitalization. Like Kinger was not capitalized a few times. There were quotation marks in some areas. Some places are missing periods. I would claim that to be a very minor thing. Because yes, I made note of it on occasion. I'm sure I missed it a lot of other times that maybe the issues kind of arose. But that's not enough that I am, like, super upset about that. I'll also note very quickly that, like, as far as the game audio goes, the music and everything is very low. My setting that I have as far as my audio goes has not changed at all, and, like, it's just so quiet. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, just something to kind of make note of. But overall, I love this. I cannot wait to see what else happens with this. I almost said show. Show's done. But the game overall, I am excited, and I don't know if there's any other endings that I have not reached yet. If you know of something, If you've played this in more depth than I have and you go, hey, Sydney, there's at least like one other ending you can actually reach to, let me know. I'll see if I can get it. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. My name is Sydney, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Let's see. Know them. I feel like I should know them. Yeah. So, I know them. I love the cat. Is it a cat? I love this flying snake, but that looks like a cat to me. Oh, this is so cool. I know them too! I feel like I should know them. I don't know why I don't know them. Their name sounds very familiar. Their name sounds familiar and their artwork sounds familiar. Artwork sounds familiar. Okay, Sydney, you know, just their artwork looks familiar. My apologies. Look at all these people who worked on this. Is awesome. Oh, and the animators, yeah. Oh, they have Jackson Pomni. That's so cute. It's kind of funny. Oh, love it. Nope. That's the end. All right, cool. This is nice. I like this. This is a nice layout.